Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from Youghal by the Sea here in Ireland over in Europe. And again, it is a beautiful afternoon and I'm a little bit late now. This is Saturday, what date is it? Saturday the 14th of October. And the puzzle we're looking at is number 5494 from the 14th of May 2021 in the Telegraph newspaper over in the UK. And as usual, we're going back through the archives looking at their diabolical ones, and we do a video going through how to solve it, and normally it's divided into two videos. Part one is where we use all basic solving techniques, and if we don't solve it, then we switch over to volume 2, video 2. And at the end of video 1, sure, you've all got a chance then to try and work out your own solutions, which I am eternally grateful to those who come up with solutions. Really appreciate it. Okay, that's it. So let's get ourselves going here. As usual, I'm using Sven's Sudoku pad, and there should be a link down below how to download that one. You can click on any cell and whatever candidate is there. If you double click, it will show you wherever else we have that candidate, and that is very good in the early stages when you're trying to work out to get uniques and Snyder pairs. So for example, with that one there, we can see that we can't have a 1 here, we can't have a 1 here. Similarly, we can't have a 1 here, which means we're going to get a unique in here, a unique number 1. And we just double click again and see what happens. Again, we're going to get something else. Can't have it down here, can't have it up here. So now we have a Snyder pair, 2 1s. Now we only look for places where there's 2, not any more than 2 of a candidate in a cell. And that will become obvious later on why we do that. So let's have another quick look and see if there's anything else for us. And there is. If we go over here to house number 7, can't have a 1 there, we can't have a 1 coming down here, so we can have the ones in there. And is that it now? Yeah, that's as far as we can go with the number 1. We'll go on now with the number 2. Not much here, but we have it over here. And we can have the 2 only in those 2 cells there. That's all we can do with the 2, so quickly on now to number 3. Well, can't be here, can't be that way, so that's where we get our 2 3s in there, and that's an important one. This is also called a pointing pair because that is where the 3 is for the house, but it's also going to be where the 3 is for the column, which means we can't have 3s there or there, so that is where we're going to have our Snyder pair up there in house 1. Okay, can't see anything else there for the 3s. Want to 4s down here, can't be there, can't be there, or in the middle, so we get Snyder pair of 4s there. I will do it again. Well, over here can't be along there, so it's going to be there or there. And again, well, if we look over here, we can't have a 4 across there, we can't have along here, so we're going to get a unique 4 in here. And I hope you can hear me. The microphone's a bit far away again. Now, can't be down there, can't be up here, so that is where the 2 4s are going to be here. And again, we'll try it. That's all I can see, so we want a 5. Well, not across there and not across here or there, so we're going to get 2 5s in here. Alright, can't have a 5 there, can't have a 5 there. Unique 5 going in here. So now, not over there or there. We get a Snyder pair in there of 5s. Over here, can't be down there, can't be there, so we're stuck now with the 2 5s in here. Now that's a special type, these 2 cells. It's also called a conjugate pair, so it means that the 4 and 5 will be in these 2 cells, so we can't put anything else in those cells. We now know where 4 and 5 is locked in this house and also in this column. So I like to color them green for a house and red for a column. We were doing, what were we doing? We were doing, was it 5s? Yes, it must have been 5s. So it looks like this is the only house we couldn't sort out for the 5. We got to 6s. Well, we can help ourselves here with the 6. Can't be there, can't be there, can't be down there. Gives us the 6 over here. I'm just wondering, does that affect the 5? No, it still doesn't help us. On to the 6s. Can't be here, can't be here, can't be there. So that is where our Snyder 6s go. We get a unique one now. Can't be along there, can't be along here. A unique 6 in here. And because that's a unique 6, it means we cannot have a 6 here. We can get rid of that one, which means this has now to be the 6 in this house. That's where the power of the Snyders come in. You don't have to keep remembering everything. 6s again. Look at here. Can't be across there or there. So now we get a Snyder pair of 6s, which means we've got another conjugate pair in here for the house, and this time for a row. So I'll colour it green for the house and blue for the row. So we've done just about all we can for the 6s. On to the 7s. Well, not there or there, so we'll put them in here for the 7s. And something else here, not down there or up here. That's why I find this software particularly good at this stage, because you can highlight the cells where a particular candidate cannot appear. For example, it can't be there, it can't be here. It leaves 3, but we're not going to be involved with that. But over this way, can't be down there, can't be here, so we're going to get our Snyder pair of 7s in there. That's it for the 7s, I think. I will go on now to the 8 if I can find an 8. Is there only just one 8 there? So that don't do anything for us. We'll have to go on to the 9s. Oh, only 2 9s now. Except we can't have a 9 there, so that's where the 2 9s are going to be. And that's all we can say. So that is our first run through all the different candidates 1 to 9. And at this stage, it's usually worthwhile to go back and do another run from 1 to 9. And as I was scanning around, I noticed something. There is a 6 down here, which means we cannot have a 6 here. So that's going to be the 5, and that's going to be the 6 of that conjugate pair. So what do I say? That's going to be the 5, and that's going to be the 6. And we get rid of the colours. Now, what does that do for our 5s? Doesn't do anything for the 5s, and I think now we have all our 6s in. We do. We have all the 6s in. I'll just do a quick run now through 1 to 9 and see if there's anything else. And straight off there is. Can't have a 1 there, so this is going to be a unique 1 here. That unique 1 is going to get rid of that Snyder 1, making this the unique 1. So it was worthwhile going back over them again. And at this time we don't have a 1 there or here, so we have a Snyder pair of 1s to go in there. Quite a lot came out of that. And we're not finished yet, are we? No, because these two, there and there, means we're going to have 2 1s here, which is a conjugate pair, of course. So let's go and colour it. It's going to be for the house, and it's also going to be for the column. And we've got a bit of 1 in every house now. So on to the 2s. Well, yeah. Not there, so we're going to have our Snyder pair of 2s here, which is also a pointing pair. Remember that, which means we can't have a 2 there or there. And now it gives us another Snyder pair of 2s over there. Okay, and 4s. Well, can't have it over there or up there. We now get a unique 4 in here. Doing well in this second run through. All there. 7s. Well, no, it can't be over there. Can't be over there. We can't put it in here because that has to be a 1 or 2. So the 7 must be over here. Now, I want to show you something else. I said normally we only look for Snyder pairs, but this is an important one. If you look at this house here, where will 7 go? Well, 7 has to be somewhere in these 3 here. So if that's a 7 in there, we can't have a 7 down here. So that cannot be a 7, which makes this our unique 7. Keep an eye out for things like that as you're going along. And now on to 8. Oh, there's only the 1 8, wasn't there? Well, can't be here, so it's going to be there or there. So we have found our first Snyder 8s, and that might help us now, because the 8s mean it can't be down there. So we're going to have a Snyder pair of 8s here as well. And that's it, I think we can do. Well, look at that. 3 can't be over here, so we're going to have a Snyder pair of 3s in here. And that Snyder pair of 3s is a pointing pair as well, which means we can't have a 3 here, so that's where the 2 3s are going to be here. And finally, since we can't have 3s there or here, because, well, anyway, which means we're going to have a Snyder pair of 3s here. So while we didn't get any more uniques, we got something out of it. Oh, look at that now. That 7 there, I didn't spot that before. It means we can't have a 7 up there, right? Which means this is the 7 and not a 3. Just remember, it is not a 3. So 7 and not a 3, which means this one down here must be the 3. So let's see, have we got all the 3s now? However, we can see no 3s there, so we can put in a Snyder pair of 3s here. Right, at this stage it's worthwhile looking at rows, columns and houses to see if you can work out is there anything else, just looking specifically at those. And we can see here in terms of this house, there are only 2 cells left, which means we can only have 2 candidates for those, and that's going to be, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're missing 8 and 9. So 8 and 9 there, and we'll colour it again. It's going to be green for the house and red for the column, which means we know that 8 and 9 have to be there for the column. So there are 2 more cells left for that column, and what can go in there is going to be 3 and 4. I think we have 1, 2, 3, we're missing 4. We have 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, yeah. So 3 and 4, and colour that green for the house and red for the column. Having done that, we can see now for this house there are only 2 cells left to be decided what are the 2 candidates to go in there. Well, it can't be 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6, 7, so it's going to be 8 and 9. And again, that is going to be 8 and 9 for a house and also for a column. Now, it's always worthwhile to take a good deep breath, scratch the head and have a look at what's going on out there. And I just checked through everything again. I've noticed here there is a 4 here, which means we cannot have a 4 there. So that has to be the 3, and the one above it then has to be the 4. And if that's the 4, then this one has to be the 5, and that one has to be the 4. So let's get rid of those colours now. And just looking a little bit more at this one sitting out here in the zone, I notice we can't have a 1 there, and we can't have a 1 over here. So that is the unique one for this row. It's handy to switch your thinking from houses to rows, because up to now we've really only been looking at the houses. So we have to put in the 1 in there. Can't be anywhere else, and that means that we can't be the 1 there. Okay, looking at that, this one over here. There's the 1. Again, I'm just looking at the rows and the columns. Can't have a 1 there, can't have a 1 down here, which means this is going to be the unique one for that column, and get rid of the 1 there. That's what the 1s look like now. Oh, got just about all. Oh, look at that, there's a 1 here. We can't have a 1 there. That must be the 2, and that must be the 1. You probably saw those a long time ago, but I'm sorry, I'm very slow at detecting these, okay? So back again. The 1s, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. We've all the 1s done. All the 2s now? Not really, but we can't have a 2 along there, which gives us a Snyder pair of 2s in here. And quickly again. Well, no, the 3s can't have it over there, so we're going to have a Snyder pair of 3s here. I know this is only the basic stuff, but you can do a lot with the basic stuff before you go on to the more advanced ones. Just make sure you get everything filled out. Well, look at that. Can't have a 5 across there, can't have a 5 across there. Therefore, we have a unique 5 in here. That unique 5 gets rid of that 1 there, making this the 5 and not the 7, which makes this the 7. Well, now we went back over those. Well, we now know that the 7 can't be along there, so the 7 has to be here or here. Haha, look at that. Can't have an 8 there, so we have our Snyder 8s popping in here now. And over this way. Not there or not there, so we have 2 9s here. Well, now on the 2s. Can't be there, so it's going to be here or here. Alright, just had to break there to get the dinner ready. So now I've got another half hour to while away. And I know, sure, there's just 2 across here, so that also has to be an 8 9, and that's a conjugate pair. And it's a conjugate pair this time in terms of the row. Oh, I see we can't have an 8 9 here. So something else. Oh yes, looking at this column here, can't have a 3 here or here. Can't have a 3 here, so that 3 is actually the unique 3 for that column. Where are we? 3s. Which means you can't have a 3 here. Get rid of that one. This triple here. Oh, there's a triple across this way as well. So I wonder, with that one and this one and nearly all the house done, I wonder is that the only 3 that can go in there? 1, 2, 3. There's a 4, 5. There's a 5 there, 6. There's a 7 there. There's an 8, 9. That's a 3. Can't be anything else. That is a 3, which means we can't have a 3 here. And we can't have a 3 here, which makes this the unique 3 over there. We must nearly have all the 3s now at this stage, have we? 1, 3, 1, 3. So we need to put a 3 in here. Oh, and over here as well. Right, I've been looking at this and I think we've probably come to a natural halt. I just put in a couple of other conjugate pairs that I noticed. There was an 8, 9 there. There was a 2, 8 over here. And looking at it, for example, here there's a quad that's going to be made up of 2, 3, 8, and 9. And there's a similar quad over here with the same 2, 3, 8, and 9 in it as well. Over here there's a triple which will be 3, 8, and 9. There's a triple here which is going to be 2, 8, and 9. A quad over there of 2, 4, 7, 9. We've got our 2 8s here. We have 4, 7, 8. Over here is going to be 2, 8, 9. Here is going to be 2, 8, 9. There's a lot of 8 and 9s and 2s missing, and I have a feeling that's where we have to start concentrating on next. And the easiest way to do that is to put in all the possible candidates for each one of the cells now and see if there's any advanced techniques that we can use. So I'm going to call a halt here and leave it with yourselves and see if you can come up with some nice simple solution to it, and I'll try my best as well to come to a solution as well. So if you like these look at the old diabolical Sudokus, be sure and give me a thumbs up. Comments are always welcome, and if you look at the comments you'll find that other people will be coming up with their own solutions, which is absolutely brilliant. The next one, part 2, I'd hope to have part 2 for you within about a day. Okay, I know I'm falling a little bit behind there and trying to get one out every week, but hopefully next week we'll be able to be back on schedule again. Okay, so don't forget, subscribe and click the bell so you know when the next one comes out. And thanks for watching, and slán tamil.